My symptoms first appeared or manifested themselves when I was at least 8, probably even younger, but it wasn't recognized by my parents. I was seen as just another wild. I was quite a feral little child, you know? My first memory was that I was in our family home. I couldn't stop touching the stairwell, or one of the stairs. I was just kept touching and touching it. It stuck as though, there was an electric current there, and I just couldn't remove my arm. I felt my face, it was hot, really was. I was certainly frightened. I was a minority of one. I thought I was the only person who had this problem. I was aware that I have a problem. There was this, cycle of school bullying, and their mimicry was my mirror, and it was severe. They didn't relent, and neither did my symptoms. I was fortunate in that I was diagnosed earlier, and the efforts of my father paid off. He took me to an outpatient clinic, and they diagnosed me, and they confirmed it. Went through all this trouble. Finding out, to finally know that I have Tourette's was welcome, but that's all it was, and it felt like it's oh no, wait, this is chronic. It's going to be the whole life, and wait, fine, okay, I'll live with it. I think that the isolation has been overpowering, and to do it, you say, well, it's easy to stay in. It's I feel calm and relaxed no more, even though I can let loose in here. That's a bad release. It's suffocating. I've lost years. I've stayed in this apartment for years. Yeah, I've gone out from time to time. I mean, I'm immensely physically capable. I have an athlete's heart. I don't get winded. I'm long-winded, but I don't get winded. And here I am, cooped up like a tiger in a cage. The mimicry, with all the mimicry over the years, and the endless, derision and that, so. When they were mimicking me, I was secretly trying to mimic other people and their behaviors. They do this or they do that. They do this. I'd watch, study people to learn the language, because I'm not familiar with your language, with everybody else's, their gestures. I don't think it's natural to me. I don't understand it. And I thought if I behave as people do, that I would be more accepted. If I cross my legs, I sit like this, and I do this, and I do that, and I have these movements, that I will be one of you. I will be accepted, and that is, like, even if it's my second language. How did I get into my art? My art got into me. I got into it when I was a boy. I found a construction site on our street. There was clay, hunks of clay, and I dug my fingers into clay and began sculpting. I sculpted something that looked like George Washington. My mother thought it, out of the Mount Rushmore, and it was quite something. I did that and brought it home. It's long since been broken and smashed. Everything got smashed there. See that tiger? That's a really battered tiger. He's got one eye is red, and he's in a battle. The other one is a cataract. He's old. He's old, and he's unbowed. No one can tell me what to do, and it's completely liberating, and they can't tell me how to behave. It doesn't matter what people think it is. It exists, and I exist. And regardless of what they think, it's shocking or ugly or bizarre or something, whatever, it's liberating to me regardless of what people think. I have to accept it or not accept it. Karate helps me to focus my Tourette. They've at first they were the conflict, and now they've seemed to integrate. I've learned somehow to meld them, and now they share each other's territory. I never thought I would break through. I was always going to be an outsider. I would always just be hacking away, and and finally everything's just coming together. When I went to karate, he was a sensei. He completely accepted me, didn't mind the tics, my behaviors, nothing. He said, well, you come, I'll take you, we want you here. And I felt wanted and needed, and he knew that I had something, and that karate is expressed individually as much as it just seems uniform. Every person is different, brings something new. They have their strengths, their weaknesses, and their abilities, and it's an individual expression. I had no other option, because the other option is death. What I enjoy most about teaching karate, the results that I see, that they, I'm like a role model, and I didn't think I could ever be a role model. It bears fruit, but they're not throwing it at me, At first I was flattered and think, whoa, I'm teaching. I could just stand here and say, do this and do that, but it's not so easy. It's, I was like, well, I had to find my language and my voice. Go, Kia! My body doesn't always listen to itself, and the children know I have Tourette, and they know that I can do the karate. They know it. It's part of who I am, and it's woven into the class. I look forward to be the creative artist that I am, and a martial artist. I'm too quite as an artist. I hope that in the future, with my work, that it'll be seen, but I hope it gets a good reaction. At least we hope maybe it'll get more public acceptance than I have. So it wants to be out in the world, I think, and I need to be out in the world, and all people should be. So that's all I have to say.